black ass that come up and through this motherfucker to do my recap of Real Housewives of Atlanta. Y'all know I missed last episode because I was in LA for IMATS or whatever. If you guys have not seen my IMATS haul of all the makeup I done got, y'all need to make sure to check that out. So check out the link down below. When I say I have more makeup than shit, I know what to do with, and it's all brand spanking new. I ain't even lying to y'all. So make sure y'all check out the link in the description box so you know it's gonna be annotated or some shit. I'm trying to get a little bit more technical with the videos and shit, all up and through your scrizine. Okay, so we doing Real Housewives of Atlanta. I don't even know what episode we on at this point. It'll be in the title in some way, shape, or form. But y'all know I had to come in and do this specific episode. Thank God I was in town to be able to do it because from what I understand, there was a little bit of buffoonery in this shit. And y'all know with the whole thing that done happened with Apollo, I'm curious because I keep hearing little comments and shit. And you know I recap my videos as I watch the show. So I don't know exactly what the fuck happened, but I did get a lot of Instagram and Facebook and Twitter shit that came my way letting me know I better get my black ass on this recap real quick. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. Y'all know they had to start off with Miss Phony Faye-Faye's ass after all the bullshit that's going on in her household, you know, with Apollo's legal troubles, his little situations his ass got his ass into. I did a specific video on Apollo just recently, so make sure to check that out. I will link it down below because y'all know I got me a little theory about, you know, Apollo's ass and Phony Faye-Faye's involvement in such activities, so make sure to check that down below. However, Miss Phony Faye-Faye decided to go ahead and meet up with Dwight because she wants to go ahead and put together, you know, a big, you know, celebration or whatever the fuck. I don't even know what the fuck she's celebrating, baptism, whatever the fuck. Either way, she's celebrating something for Mr. President, which is her second child, okay? And so, you know, Dwight's old flowery ass is trying to, you know, look at the spot that she done selected to have this little inauguration is what she calls it, because she calls her little son, her second son, Mr. President for whatever the fuck reason, okay? So this motherfucker wants to spend $1,001, okay? Talk about being discreet considering the bullshit that's been going on with Apollo. She trying to spend damn near $15,000 on this motherfucker. Yeah, I added the shit up. That is fucking $14,900 more than your ass should even be spending on no motherfucking child that can't even damn near speak. You heard me? So she wants to have, you know, a little presidential flash mob. She wants dancers and caterers and shit. She wants motherfuckers, you know, with red, white, and blue champagne. And she wants to have red carpet, Secret Service men and shit. This motherfucker gonna talk about I thought about getting Air Force One, but I don't know if there's any place that they can land. Bitch, you better hope the FBI don't show the fuck up, okay? We got Peter and we got Cynthia. So Cynthia comes into Peter's office and she proceeds to let him know about Nene's little pillow talk event that she's finna have, you know, for the couples on some romantic type levels, trying to bring and bind everyone together or whatever the fuck. And y'all know that was some fucking bullshit. Y'all saw the preview. So she goes ahead and lets him know about that shit. And as he's trying to, you know, chuckle away that shit, she proceeds to let him know that, you know, some shit went down last episode with Natalie, you know, Christopher Williams, you know, wife, girlfriend, you know, side bitch, a concubine, or whatever the fuck he's supposedly calling her, because we still don't know if this motherfucker married the bitch. But Natalie was talking sideways about Todd's ass, okay? And in that discussion with Candy, of course, you know, Candy got a little heated, which by now I'm like, bitch, it's about time you fucking, you know, get a little heated about the shit with all these other motherfuckers talking about Todd. And she proceeds to essentially throw Peter under the bus, okay? She was like,
and that's like you and Peter. I know a lot of shit about Peter's past, but I don't think he carried that shit in his relationship with you.
Now you know Peter was like, that bitch don't know shit about my motherfucking past. What the fuck she thinks she know, right? And of course Cynthia's gonna try to act all hard like she was all, you know, yeah, that's my past and future present and shit. I'm like, bitch, get the fuck out of here. You ain't got balls like that for real. And you the one who was trying to have old girls back or whatever the fuck while they were basically trying to talk shit on Todd for no damn reason. So we move on. We're with Kenya and we got her Aunt Lori and they go to whatever the fuck, you know, her gyno or whatever the fuck, you know, to find out her options for trying to, you know, conceive, okay? And she's had some tests done or whatever. She's trying to see, you know, whether, you know, her ovaries are in order or whatever. She's talking to the doctor. The doctor basically told her that there was a chance that she may not be able to have kids or it'd be a little bit difficult for her to have kids, but there's other options, okay? Now, the thing that kills me, you already know I'm not, you know, gonna go on about that shit because that's obviously something that, you know, a lot of women deal with and there's nothing to joke around about with that shit. My thing is that her ass is talking about this nigga that she he dating in Africa. And I'm like,
nigga, how the fuck you date somebody in Africa from Atlanta?
that's what I'm trying to figure out. How the fuck you dating the nigga in Africa? How you dating? Does he come here to go out on dates? How the fuck you dating somebody in Africa? So she's excited about, finding out that, she's got some other options. She could actually pick possible donors or whatever and figure out the traits that she wants to have in a baby, whether it's intelligence or height or whatever the fuck. So she's all giddy about that shit. And, reality is there was really nothing to talk about in this scene except for the fact that I need the bitch to get a motherfucking manicure, get her some stilettos, some acrylics and some shit. I swear the bitch is a nail biter. Have y'all seen her man hands? When she be, crying and shit, she be all like... I be like, bitch, get your nails done. We got Candy, Don Juan, her manager, and Todd at the candy factory, okay? They sitting in her office. And of course, the first thing I gotta tell you off the top is, why the fuck you got them grown-ass men sitting in them hot-ass pink chairs? I mean, bitch, you couldn't have gotten maybe like a black chair or a brown chair, more neutral colored chair, just for some regular motherfuckers to sit in. I'm just saying they're kind of girly and shit, but whatever. What I was surprised about is the fact that these motherfuckers were actually discussing having Portia be a part of the play. That's in addition to trying to get, some motherfuckers like, Gladys Knight to be a part of it. Like, do you really think it's a good idea to put Portia's ass, okay, her non-singing ass, in a play with legends like Eddie Levert, who said he was going to do the play, and Gladys Knight, who they're trying to approach? But anyway, so they talking about that shit, and of course, she's trying to have Portia's back and saying, she can hold the tune and shit. So Don Juan leaves upon the fact that, Candy's gonna tell Todd what the fuck happened the other day, okay, with Natalie and them, alright? And anyway, Todd's not having it, and you know what? I ain't gonna lie to y'all, I'm sitting here feeling so damn bad for Todd, because for real, every motherfucker in Atlanta, okay, seemingly is talking about his ass, okay? Like, can the nigga live? Can he just do his little videotape and shit or whatever the fuck he does and just live? I mean, he don't even come across like he out there like that bad. And by now, we would have probably, heard about whatever the fuck Natalie was talking about. So I feel like everybody's just targeting Candy and shit. So Todd's like, anyway, whatever. I mean, who the fuck did I date up from and whatever the fuck? And of course, Candy, is like, look, we both dated up and, this, that, and the third. And, let me let you know, what's going on so that you know that girl's not your friend, right? She also lets him know that, Nene's having a little pajama jammy jam, for couples or whatever. And he's talking about he ain't gonna get dressed up in no pajamas in front of no grown-ass people. She talks about how it may be fun to go and yada, yada, yada. So you already know that's a motherfucking setup. We got Kenya and Miss Lawrence and they're going over to the sperm bank or whatever, right? She's trying to find out about the whole process of the sperm bank. And y'all know this is a bullshit scene that's just trying to lead us into whatever the fuck's supposed to happen later on in the episode. But anyway, they up in there, they're talking to the techs and the people up in there. Look, when Miss Lawrence asked if they had any spare lube or whatever, talking about they had the best kind, I about died. But they go in the back, they're looking at the little essays that the donors write or whatever. And Kenya done gave her little list of things that she wants in a donor or whatever. And she reads one of the essays, and one of the essays said some shit like, the reason why I became a donor is because I want to help or whatever the fuck. Some fucked up shit that obviously the motherfucker put an S in there and shouldn't have had an S in the motherfucking thing. And of course, her ass like, oh, fuck that. I ain't doing with nobody with no good grammar or whatever the fuck. And that's basically the gist of that shit. So we're at Phony Faye-Faye's inauguration, because that shit ain't had nothing to do with the baby, okay? That inauguration was for her ass, all right? So they got this whole procession or whatever of cars, and they all come out the cars, and they present the babies or whatever the fuck, and Phony Faye-Faye comes out in her motherfucking Dots dress, because that shit didn't look like no damn inaugural gown or whatever the fuck she was trying to put out, okay? So she comes in with her little Charlotte Russe dress. No shade to Charlotte Russe. I have Charlotte Russe clothes, but you know what I'm saying. Y'all know she be trying to front like she got all this, okay? So I'm gonna need you to come a little bit better with the outfit, okay? So she walks up in there with Apollo in tow. Obviously, Apollo don't like doing this type of shit, which I don't blame his ass, okay? Because these motherfuckers start the procession and do all that shit, come on in on the red carpet. Next thing you know, this motherfucker doing a motherfucking dance with the men in black or her Secret Service men, which I don't remember in any way, shape, or form that the Secret Service men would do any kind of shit like that. And I don't know what the fuck kind of shit she was trying to do. Like, I feel like she was mixing all the times of the centuries and all mixed as a clusterfuck with this shit, because they're doing the Charleston and shit in that motherfucker. So Apollo's trying to leave so he can try to, get his little mingle on, because obviously his ass don't want to be there. And Phony Faye-Faye talking about some, we better do the dance. Chill out. And this motherfucker like,
well, I want to go somewhere else.
Then they gonna talk about as she's dancing, you know what I'm saying? Candy gonna talk about, oh, I'm so happy that Dwight was there to, you know, dance with her or whatever, because Apollo didn't really seem to want to learn everything. And of course, Phaedra's like, you know, he didn't want to learn choreographed dance. I was like, Faye, bitch, your man just got out the motherfucking pen. What motherfucker out the pen gonna want to try to learn some motherfucking choreographed dance, let alone a motherfucking Charleston? Nigga, bye. And did y'all see Dwight damn near drop phony Faye? All that donkey booty, shit's heavy. So Faye gotta change clothes right quick because, you know, she gotta make another grand entrance down yet another marble staircase in another part of the house. Because, you know, the whole inauguration shit was about her son and shit. Somehow or another, that nigga got away from her some way, shape, or form. So she gonna call over to somebody and be like, can somebody get Apollo so we can go ahead and start this thing? And he gonna be like,
yo, damn, I can't eat.
I'm like, damn, bitch, you better let that motherfucker eat, because you know damn well when his ass goes back to the pen, he gonna have time limits to eat and shit. All right, the scene we have all been waiting for, okay? So Nene's getting prepped and ready to go at the hotel where she's finna have this whole lovers fest that she done put together, right? So Cynthia's one of the first to show, as always. Her little minion shows up first. So Cynthia comes in and she, you know, she's all like, okay, what's going on? What we doing today? I hope I look good for you and all whatever the fuck. Nene talks about who the fuck she invited. I decided to invite, you know, Christopher Williams and Natalie or whatever the fuck. And of course, Cynthia's talking about, oh, I don't know if that's gonna work and how's that gonna work after whatever the fuck happened with the whole situation with Candy and Todd and shit. And Nene's like, I don't give a fuck what you talking about. Just let me know what you think about my ambiance. Is it cool? Cynthia's like, sure. So then we got, let's see, who came in next? Portia, right? Portia comes in with her sister, of course, because, you know, she ain't got no man right now. And what I'm trying to figure out with your non-man having self is, why the fuck you chose to wear whatever the fuck you chose to wear to this shit? Now, I'm not saying that everybody gonna look and shit, but what I'm trying to figure out is what the fuck were you wearing around grown-ass, married-ass men? I mean, she was literally wearing a white see-through, whatever the fuck it looked like, a damn wife beater, long wife beater or whatever the fuck, with some neon damn near pasties and neon panties and shit. You could see through the whole damn outfit. Didn't bring a robe, not damn cover up, not damn sweater, not damn nothing to cover up that shit. But she comes in talking about some, hey! Her and her sister come in and parlay and have a little squat and get ready for the rest of everybody to show up. So we got Chuck and we got Monique. I totally forgot about they motherfucking asses. They come and everybody else starts to show up. The last person, of course, who's not there is Kenya, alright? So everybody's chilling out and then all of a sudden somebody asks, you know, what the fuck is this whole event for, right? And Nene gonna be walking around. She damn near pacing, damn near rubbing out the damn flow, trying to, you know, kind of get shit started. You could totally tell in this particular scene that her motherfucking ass was trying to start some shit or get ready to start some shit, because she was extra hype walking around showcasing the two motherfucking models that she had up in there serving motherfuckers, you know, drinks or whatever. The men are gonna get this girl and the women are gonna get this guy, some skinny motherfucker. And real quick, like, did you notice that both of them damn models had booty bumps? I'm just saying. Anyway, so she damn near rubbing out the damn floor, pacing back and forth, talking about what this whole event is all about. Talking about it's about helping people and helping couples and shit. Talking about some there will be Pacific questions. And everybody just pulls one question out and answers it. Pacific, bitch? Pacific? Bitch bad. I get it, y'all. I get what the fuck is wrong with Nene. I have been trying to figure that shit out for the last motherfucking several ass episodes. She just don't like S's. Like, the bitch got a problem with motherfucking S's, okay? First it was the aid, okay? Next, last week, she done already asked if Candy was gonna have her be one of her bridesmaids in her wedding. And now she's asking Pacific questions. The bitch just don't like S's. So Kenya's old hypocritical late ass shows the fuck up finally to Nene's little shindig. And of course, they're like, oh, somebody's at the door, bitch. Nene walks over to the door and is like, oh, hello, and slams that motherfucker right in Kenya's face. And she's like, hey, boo. She walks up in that motherfucker with her little cheerleader, Brandon, okay? Walks up in that motherfucker like, hey, Nene. Hey, everybody. Hey. Next thing you know, Nene straight reads her motherfucking ass talking about some.
You want to look fabulous, but really don't.
What I'm trying to figure out is, Where the fuck is Miss New Normal? I mean, just about a season ago, her motherfucking ass acted brand new. Now the old Nene coming back, she ain't got them shows no more, so she gotta show her ass a little bit, you know what I'm saying? They get to, going through, the Pacific questions, okay? Specifically about strip clubs, okay? And are you cool with them or whatever the fuck, however the fuck the conversation went up. There was so much fuckery going on in this particular scene. I don't forget whoever the fuck started the shit. Either way, they start talking about the strip club, and of course, Peter interjects because he's very, 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 very animate about the fact that everybody's whack as fuck, okay, as he likes to say, because they, tripping about going to strip clubs and shit. So he proceeds to let everybody know that him and Todd, okay, look, this is like breaking all kinds of rules. Like, nigga, when you talking about some shit like that, like you went to the strip club, keep that shit to yourself. You throwing Todd under the bus, Todd already got some bullshit going on, everybody talking about his ass, now everybody know he go to a strip club, you know what I'm saying? Then you gonna throw Apollo under there too, talking about,
Yeah, Apollo's in the strip club all the time. Yeah, nigga, Todd, you in the strip club too. I see you up in there, boy, you know what I'm saying? Know what I mean?
Nigga, you are breaking all rules, okay? Then Peter's gonna make it seem as though he's saying that this shit is supposed to be more like an office setting on some low-key type shit, and that he himself never partakes in lap dances, that he usually buys the shit for his friend. Talking about,
I ain't getting no lap dance at no strip club.
and she gonna talk about,
Did you just say that, Peter?
she done walked in the club, she saw a bitch on his motherfucking ass. But hold up, did y'all catch that little, that little death stare that Peter gave Candy? He was like,
Bitch.
here is the part that I know every single one of us damn near choked up on whatever the fuck we was eating and drinking when we were watching the motherfucking show. And it was when Apollo decided to open his motherfucking mouth and let us know that he used to go to the strip club every day, talking about his wife had a little bit of concern because he was going every single day. So this nigga gonna now say that now that shit's on more of a social level. But here's the thing, what the fuck was your ass doing there before when you were going every single day? That wasn't social, nigga. He ain't got no problem, no shame in his game. He come home and he put a receipt for $5,000 on the table, $8,000 on the table. Nigga, the fuck are you spending $5,000 in the strip club for? On some real shit, nigga. Like, what the fuck are you spending $5,000, $8,000 in a strip club for? And what I'm trying to figure out is where the fuck you getting out the penitentiary get $5,000, $8,000 talking about some, that wasn't her money, that was my money. Nigga, where the fuck did you get it? So somehow the conversation got reverted over to Kenya, and now she giving her 2 cents as to how she feels about a motherfucker in the strip club, and if her man was supposedly in the strip club on an everyday basis, she wouldn't like the shit. And next thing you know, Nene gonna get the fuck up, and she gonna be like, oh, so while we trying to talk about some shit, let's talk about some real shit, you know what I'm saying? We gonna talk about the fact that just the other day you were talking about Christopher Williams, Mr. Christopher, and Natalie's marriage or whatever. You had a whole hell of a lot to say. So if we gonna do some shit, let's keep it real. Y'all know how Nene is. So now Natalie's like, oh yeah, as a matter of fact, you're right, Nene. She did have a lot to say about you and I, Christopher. And as she's talking all this shit, I don't know if y'all saw old dude's face change, but he looked a little bit like, he was a little upset and quickly got up as she was trying to say her piece. Now, to me, it looked like his ass was trying to walk towards Kenya, which is some bullshit because y'all know, I already know a little bit about, Christopher Williams' history of having possibly had some issues with, putting his hands on women. Let's just be real. There's rumors every which way. Don't mean they true, but supposedly he's got a history. Halle Berry. So, this nigga gonna try to get up, okay? And then kinda, catty corner heads over to the other side. It almost looked like Nene was trying to block his ass, okay? Tries to act as if he's either putting away a piece of paper from one of the, the questions or whatever the fuck. But obviously was a little bit perturbed at what Kenya had said previous, okay? So now they in discussion and shit. Christopher looking all mean and shit, talking about some, I don't know what kind of medication you on and shit. And Kenya's like, well, nigga, I'm on the same medication you on, nigga. And next thing you know, now Kenya gonna get the fuck up because Natalie's talking out the side of her mouth, talking about some, oh yeah, well no, I'm coming over this, that, and the third. He's walking across the way. Now my thing is, there's a possibility Kenya might have gotten up because she felt like, Christopher was walking towards her. Because to be real, Christopher looked like he straight out got the pen his damn self. And if that motherfucker was walking towards me like that, I'd have winced too, okay? So Now she gets the fuck up. Then Christopher's like, oh, hold up, wait a minute. Kind of pulls on her a little bit to kind of be like, oh, you ain't gonna just walk towards my woman like that. Then she gonna be like, you ain't gonna put your hands on me or whatever. And next thing you know, everybody trying to get the fuck up. So now Brandon, who I am floored about, okay? Because he's all, you know, Mr. Prissy and whatever the fuck. But that nigga came up out of nowhere like, you ain't gonna put no hands on my girl, right? Now Chris goes ahead and pushes Brandon, right? And Brandon came the fuck out of nowhere, straight trying to just go ham on this motherfucker, which I didn't think he had that kind of fight in him. Peter's trying to break apart the scenario. He's trying to push aside Brandon and be like, dude, like, calm the fuck down, chill the fuck out. And next thing you know, this nigga Apollo from out of no motherfucking where starts pushing up on an old dude too, and I mean Brandon. Like, I don't know where the fuck and why the fuck Apollo came out of no motherfucking where, but he done pushed this nigga Brandon, okay? Pushed his ass down and then starts wailing on his ass. I was like, the fuck that come from, and why the fuck you so angry, nigga? Next thing you know, everybody everywhere, and obviously security or producers or whatever had to step in and try to break shit apart. But peep this though. Please tell me y'all noticed Chuck's old bitch ass sitting in the corner, hiding behind his damn wife. That nigga looked straight scared. He was all like, next thing you know, Nene's gonna get after Kenya and be like, why the fuck would you think to charge and get the fuck up and walk up on Natalie or whatever? And I'm like, nigga, you're the one who started this shit. I need to know what the fuck y'all think. This episode done got your girl tired. I don't know if you know how often I've had to get back up and go to that television because I'm like, there was so much shit that has gone on in this motherfucking episode. But look, I need y'all to tell me down below what y'all think about how the shit went down. First of all, I want to know, what do y'all think in regards to who started this shit, okay? Because on some real shit, let's be real. This whole thing was concocted by Nene and the producers of Real Housewives of Atlanta, okay? Her and Andy Cohen are like this, okay? Like this, all right? So you know that whole thing was a motherfucking setup. She brought every single person that's damn near been on the damn show in the history of this entire season to make sure some shit popped off, and she got what the fuck she wanted, bringing up that random ass conversation in the middle of the stripper talk. You know damn well that had nothing to do with the other, okay? So she, in my book, started the shit. Now I'm not saying she's the one who started any kind of fights or whatever. Obviously, Apollo tried to finish that shit, but look, Nene's the one who pretty much got that shit, you know, all extra beefed out. You know what I'm saying? But I want to see what you guys think. Let me know down below what y'all think. Do you think Kenya charged on Natalie? Do you think she got up and that was wrong for her to do? Who do you think charged who first? Because to be completely honest, I'm be real, Christopher looked like his ass was getting up to charge on Kenya. I'm being real. Now, he might have gone a little catty corner, you know, as he got up, he might have caught himself and then started to act like he was going over to get a question or put the question back or whatever the fuck. But that nigga looked like he was finna do something. Let's be real. So let me know down below what y'all think about whatever the fuck happened in this damn episode. Look, I'm happy for the break for Real Housewives. This motherfucking episode got me fucked up, okay? Thumbs up this video if you guys love seeing these recaps. Y'all know this coming Sunday is Super Bowl, so you guys already know they're on a hiatus this week, so the next episode is gonna be just as cray-cray. They looking like they still fighting next episode, and Candy and Todd get involved, and Peter in some way, shape, or form, which I cannot wait to see. So you already know on that episode there will be a recap thereafter. You already know what to do. As always, follow me on Twitter, twitter.com/socialite. Hit me up on my Pinterest page or my Facebook page. Those links are down below. Hit me up on my blog, TheSocialiteLife.blogspot.com, and hit me up on Instagram at SocialiteSande. And y'all already know I love y'all, and I will see y'all in the next video. Love y'all. Bye. Ooh, son. Ah, look at that. Beautiful pigmented black. Okay?